Hello, hello, beautiful soul. I am so glad you stopped by. And thank you in advance for your time. And please, if you enjoy my content, subscribe and comment on my YouTube channel. That'd be very helpful. These last 2 weeks have been very eventful with many birthdays and visitors. And my mom turned 90, and it was so nice to see her so sharp and interested in many things. Still cooking for herself with just a little help, but very creative in her recipes. Of course, I could only participate via Zoom, but it was still very, very fun. If June is the month of your birth, I wish you a wonderful birthday. How wonderful to be alive and have so many choices in what we want to be and have and do and create. Today, I want to show you the heart focus breathing technique I learned from the HeartMath Institute. So let's start with touch your heart or your heart area. You can do it like this, or like this, or like this, whatever way it works for you. When you do this, your awareness will immediately go to the place where you feel the touch. By giving your attention to your heart, you take a break from the thoughts going through your mind. So take a minute and love your heart. Now change your breathing. Make your breath a little bit deeper and a little bit slower than your regular breath. And breathe through your heart. I actually like to imagine my heart expanding and contracting, just like my rib cage. And I always see being happy and calm. Sorry, I'm very distracted by the bird. I like to see my heart being happy and calm when I do this. So do this for at least 40 seconds. In fact, let's do it together. I'm going to set my alarm. And, sorry. All right, let's go. 40 seconds. Breathe in. And breathe out. Seconds. And you can do it as long as it's comfortable for you. Find the rhythm that feels natural to you. It takes a little bit of practice. It seems simple, but it takes a little bit of practice. And you can do it by, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, or in and out through your nose or through your mouth. It doesn't matter. You decide what works for you best. Eventually, you'll become a pro. And when you slow your breathing, you tell your body that you are in a safe place. You're safe. Your body recognizes the pattern and vibration of safety and stops producing the stress and survival chemical, switching to the rejuvenating and healing chemistry needed after a survival event. So slowing your breathing and focusing on your heart. Frees your heart intelligence and stops your brain from unleashing the reactive command and the chemical the chemical that are necessary to survive during a moment of danger. Due to the constant demand of humanity's incurring daily, stress has become the new normal. A terminology I don't favor, but it's accurate. Most of us don't even recognize we are stressed. Although if we pay close attention, we will notice the sign of its damaging presence. Depression, addiction, I can never say addiction, underperforming, overperforming, obsessions, undiagnosable illnesses, and much more. Well, you might have developed ways to manage detectable stress in various situations, like going to your room for quiet time or taking a breath with a coworker and that you enjoy, going for a walk, listening to music, and in more ways, I'm sure it is always good to have an on-demand technique to rely on when stressing is unexpected and you are not able to perform your usual distressing techniques. By increasing your capacity to cope with difficult situations, you increase your ability to self-regulate and therefore become more resilient. Practicing the heart-focused breathing technique will allow you to increase your capacity to self-regulate and definitely your resilience. I'm stumbling a lot today. I'm sorry. In my country, they say it's gonna rain when you stumble on your words. So for me, maybe that's why it rains every day here where I live, because I stumble all the time. All right, we are always looking for something somewhere, forgetting that to look in the only place we will find what we need, our heart. When you allow yourself to enter what is called the heart intelligence consciously, freeing yourself of fear, worries, and ego traps, and you ask a question, your heart will generally answer before you can finish your question. So since Robinson is flying around like a madman, I will update you a little bit on his doing. Yes, I think he's hungry now. Generally come to me after he has had an encounter with some other bird, which is generally shooing him away. And he comes back usually very, I know, you have to wait a minute. I will in a second. Very discontent of that event. Poor baby. And but now he's free. He goes in and out wherever he wants to. I sit outside most of my day. I work outside because I don't feel he's in no safety very well yet, and so he can always return to base if he gets a little bit distressed. But we built a big cage outside, and he slept there the night before yesterday, and I think he never slept. He was very distressed in the morning, and then he slept throughout the day on and off constantly. And so last night he slept inside the house again, and we'll see what tonight brings. I think he's good to sleep outside in his cage because he can hear other birds in the morning and possibly crow, which I think are very far away. Unfortunately, really close to us, we have ravens, and it hasn't, they're not a good match. And so, but I hear crows far, far, far in the back, and so maybe it will be able to befriend them and possibly join their tribe, because he needs a tribe in order to survive in the wild. For the moment, I'm still his mom, and I still in demand. So using my heart-focused breathing a lot to be able to let him be a bird and not always worry that he might not be safe. If you want to learn more about the science behind the discovered heart intelligence, I encourage you to visit HeartMath Institute webpage. I posted the link into at the end of this video description. So have a wonderful week. You're a powerful soul, and be the change. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.